Glad to have you with us from Dick Stadium in Kent, Ohio, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Flashes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's White. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. So Purdue's offense will get the first possession of the game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early, get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing right out the gates.
Fires to the big fella. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking for room. It's Perry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. It's complete to the right. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He's got the tight end. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Jackson gonna throw it. Using the quick game. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the 1st down, looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Right down the middle. It's caught. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. On the run, still looking.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Harris. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On third down, he drops the throw. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown! Golden flashes! The extra point here would tie the game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Jackson will throw. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Watson. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Branch. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. On the run, it's Joyner. Past the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Purdue! He got a step and just dusted the field.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Etheridge.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Under fire! And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Quarterback running on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He'll do it himself. They stripped it out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gonna run it. It's Harris. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Golden Flashes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Fires left. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Tight end finds a soft spot. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Might be calling a hot route. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Off play action on first down. Touchdown, Kent State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Jackson gonna throw it. Complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Caught behind the line. It's Perry. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Perry. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Watson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Boilermakers will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Golden Flashes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Jackson will throw. Gets it out quickly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Perry. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Watson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just keep slinging it. Here's the pressure. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Texas State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking for space. It's Harris. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Golden Flashes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Takes it the other way. At the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do.
Defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Jackson gonna throw it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Might be changing the route. He'll start this drive firing. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Golden Flashes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson will throw. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads it left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Boilermakers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Secures it at the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the... Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field, but how about the coverage? Knocking that ball away, doing it clean. No PI on that one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him this time. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
The Golden Flashes will move the sticks.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
He wants to change this route. They just keep firing. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Golden Flashes will have it 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
They'll leave it with him. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close. It's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
Creates a little space. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Direct snap. It's Harris. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. On the direct snap, it's Harris. Defense played the Wildcats very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Harris. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Charlotte ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Under fire. He's going to take off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz, that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Jackson going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more